Tommy, right, I'm really not too sure where to begin. Do we look at the performance, the possession, the passion? Do we think about, at one point, you've lost a 2-goal lead and let them take you to 3-3 before obviously showing the battling spirit again and winning the game 4-3 in the last minute of the game?
I think you're right. I think that's why it's taken me 45 minutes to come out here, because I've been thinking about it. I think I always seem to look back on the good times, and the year we won Southern League, we took it to the wire. We made it difficult for ourselves, and the fans really got behind the lads and jumped on the bandwagon with it. That's not what I want to play every week. Don't get me wrong. We were very deservingly leading 3-1. Really bad goals to concede to make it interesting, but I think the ref, well, both officials, made it interesting towards the end of the game, but the lads fought on till the end. Even Aidan, with the last kick of the game, wants to go up there and make a nuisance of himself. But when you've got lads like a Crawford who comes alive in a 6-yard box, an 18-yard box, you've always got a chance. We put it in there. It's fell to him, and back to back, that last 2 Saturdays, he got and made himself a hero.
Is this the point that we start saying we've turned a corner? That we said after the draw last week, it looked as if Corby should have won that game. They've obviously prepared themselves midweek, turned over Peterborough Northern Star, and today you come out with a completely different attitude.
I think the corner was turned, to be honest with you. I thought even rugby, Skelmersdale, the performances were there. We created so many chances. I think the corner had been turned. The ball wasn't going in the back of the net. Loads of things have been banding about. We haven't got a goal scored. We can't score goals. We just scored 9 goals in 2 games in a week. So all of a sudden, them doubts go out of people's minds again. A lot of things have been said, probably over 6 months, 6 weeks, 6 months, a year. Fingers getting pointed around, people giving up on people. So as the corner turned, we'll see. It's 1 game of football. We've got another game Tuesday.
Obviously, we're talking about a little about Callum Ball. He's still training with the squad. He was here today. He's watched the game. It's going to make it difficult for you to actually put him in the team maybe the next game.
Yeah, there was Shakir Whittingham that obviously hasn't made it today. So there's 2 very good attacking players. Obviously, Callum Ball was probably a really strong performer before his suspension. So we need to regroup, find out who's knocked, could potentially keep him out, who maybe needs a rest, and get back to the drawing board and work out a team to go and beat Buxton.
But that's the good dilemmas to have, I'm guessing.
It is, Today it's almost like a bit of an emotional roller coaster. Everyone's really happy that you're winning 3-1. You then go and do what we did last year, give set plays away, and you got to make it interesting. And then I'm looking at them thinking we could lose this, and then to nick it the way we did, like I say, it's like a timeline of emotions. It goes back to the year we won the Southern League, and seeing scenes like that, that's what football's all about.
But it's also what the fans want as well. You can still say you're unbeaten at Steel Park this season.
Yeah, well, that's what my head told me when Aidan asked me to go up for the corner. I was like, well, we are still unbeaten. Get back in your goal. That could have gone either way. We are. It's something, you always look for positives after every defeat or every draw. We were still unbeaten at Steel Park, and our home form and away form last year was appalling, which ultimately why we got relegated. So it's really pleasing, the fact that we are strong at home, and I think that needs to continue. But the fans are really playing their part, and I think they're getting behind the boys, and let's try and make this place a fortress.
Tuesday night, away trip to Buxton. You drew with them last weekend, of course, in that rearranged fixture. They're top of the table now, so they're going to take some sort of confidence boost from that. Are you going to play the same way as you did against them? Is that what's going to happen?
I haven't thought about it, Chuck. To be honest with you, I looked at today. How we're going to get a result against these. Last Saturday, it was how we're going to get a result against Buxton. I thought we were unfortunate not to beat Buxton. So we've got options. We've got options of how we go on Tuesday, and we need to come up with a shape that we think will beat them, and then the personnel needs to fit into that shape.
Tommy, congratulations today. Great win.
Thanks, Joe.